Here we are. It's Monday. That means it's time to work out again. I've had a pretty disappointing day today, so I may not be all that talkative. We'll see how we feel when we get to the treadmill. But I'm going to still do my workout, and maybe that'll lighten my mood a little bit. So I'm going to do some Australian style pull-ups. I'm going to do some push-ups. Going to do some crunches, deep knee bends, and then walk on the treadmill. Go on, dog. She knows I don't feel good. She knows I'm in a bad mood, and she wants to cheer me up. It's not that I don't feel good. I'm just in a bad mood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't really have any reason to be in a bad mood. Don't you hate those days? I'm just in a bad mood. There's no real reason for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, a year from now, when this other 100 pounds is gone, look back at these videos, and I'm gonna laugh at this struggle, even to do the workouts. And everybody tells me the workouts are supposed to lighten your mood.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh. It's okay if you fast forward to the treadmill. Just, you started watching it, just play it till the end so YouTube thinks you're engaged. That may encourage other people to push through their workouts even when they don't feel like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more set. One more set. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yay. All right. 20 push-ups. Slowly but steadily. Slowly but steadily. Getting stronger. Oh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. My little arm balls just don't want to do that. Oh. When you're mad, it's easier. You have adrenaline and you can push through it. When you're happy, it's easier. You got dopamine. Makes it all funny. But when you're in a foul mood from a depressing and upsetting, disappointing day, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But you just can't let the days like that keep you down. You are not the day. You are not your mistakes. You're not even your failures. There's more to you than this. You have to hydrate. It's important to hydrate. Dehydration is an ugly thing. Look at it, girls. Oh my goodness. It's wall-to-wall dog over here. Here we go. If I can get past the dogs. Alright. It's Monday. I gotta remember to reset our incline to 0. I think Friday we failed to move the incline to 2. But we'll move the incline back to 0. Put my safety device on so that if I fall, I don't just roll like a dough ball. I hope you guys are doing all right. I'm really not trying to be a Debbie Downer, just I kind of am a Debbie Downer today. I've got a graphic of a raccoon. It's a pretty interesting graphic, pretty cute. And it says, when you think the world hates you, you should sleep. And when you hate the world, you should eat. And when you hate yourself, you should take a shower. And I probably need to do all 3. Today was the first day of my job, and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, which is no big deal because almost my entire adult life I've naturally awaken at 4:30 in the morning. So waking up at 4 doesn't mean anything, and it's easy for me to do that. Just most of the time I've got a reason to go back to bed, even though she snores. But this morning started out perfect. I woke up at 4, went downstairs, let the dogs out, filled their water bowl, filled their food bowl, just as the coffee finished percolating. Poured myself a cup of coffee, went for a 1.5 mile walk, came back, my coffee was perfect temperature. Came upstairs, read the news, drank my coffee, took a shower, shaved, left for work. It was a good morning. Got to work. They checked me in. I had all the right documentation. I had all the right apps on my phone to safely get in. They've got apps, COVID apps, to make you verify your COVID eligibility before you can go into the building. And so I did all that, went in, spent the whole morning going through safety training at the new job, and then they sent me over to a different warehouse because I was going to be a reach truck operator, which is a special kind of forklift. It's the forklift where the forks stick out. They don't just go up and down. They reach out, but it's a little bitty thing that you stand up on with very narrow turns, made to work in tight spaces in warehouses. And I have experience on that thing, but my experience, for one, is 100 years ago, and the equipment that my experience is on was ancient then. And so I told him when I applied for the job, yeah, I've been on one, but that wasn't where my primary work was. And he said, well, I'll put you down 2-3 years experience on a reach truck. If you feel comfortable doing that. He said, are you sure you can drive one? I said, with a little bit of practice, yeah. And so I get out there, and sure enough, get to the training facility for the forklift, for the reach truck, and they only have one instructor, and they have 4 different classes going on. So the other two instructors call in sick, so he's bouncing from class to class, and he takes me and this other guy because we have experience. And he just has us run through the test without a cold, no practice, no intro, no nothing. And so I'm trying to figure out this new machine that I've never been on. About the time I figured it out, it's too late, test is over. But I got it figured out at the end. If I had 2 more hours, I'd be fine. Anyway, my evaluation comes back. He says, I can't recommend you go to the floor yet. He says, you've got talent. He says, you've obviously got experience, and it wouldn't take you very long to catch on. But I can't, in good conscience, put you out on the floor. Which means that now I don't have any work to do until next week. So I was sitting here thinking, all the way up until that time, I was sitting here thinking, yeah, this is how my day's going to go. Because from that point on, I would clock in at 6 and get off at 2:30, be able to do the rest of my life. But that's just not going to work out. That's just not how it's going to happen right now. So maybe the trainer said that he would recommend that I get a couple hours more training. And maybe that means he'll send me back to that. That's the highest paid forklift slot they have. So maybe they'll send me back to that one, to the training next week. And I'll be able to start on that next week then. But until then, I'm back to waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning with nowhere to go except back to bed, which is fun, except she snores. I'm glad I don't snore. I can say that kind of stuff. There's nobody here to refute it. It was just a disappointing day. But again, that doesn't define me. Just because you had a disappointing day, it's because you messed up. Your failure doesn't define you. Your one mistake doesn't define you. Hell, your series of mistakes doesn't define you. What defines you is how well you respond to it. Get up. I think Rocky Balboa said it. Was it Rocky 5? I think it was Rocky 5. Sylvester Stallone. Rocky Balboa talking to his son. It ain't how hard you hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep getting back up. So that's where we are. I will tell you this. Part of my frustration today, you stand in this little bitty space, which is extremely small when you're morbidly obese. And you've got we call it a suicide knob. It's just a knob that you steer with. But it kept hitting me. When I would try to turn, it would hit me. And that would slow down my turning and make it where I would hit the cones because I wouldn't turn fast enough. And so that frustrated me, and I let it fluster me. And if you've ever tried to do something with precision after you get frustrated, I don't know. If you play golf, once you get frustrated, all your swings after that suck. If you bowl, once you get frustrated, every bowl after that sucks. If you play sports, if you can get the other team flustered, they'll continue to make errors, and you can capitalize on those gains. And if you get flustered, the other team will capitalize on you, on your errors. when you lean in to kiss a pretty girl and accidentally step on her toes and it messes up the whole mood. It's difficult to get back into position to kiss her again. Once you get frustrated, it's just really hard to get that back under control, but you have to do it. You have to get it back under control. You have to get back up and you have to keep swinging. So here we are. Back up. Swinging. I'm here. You're here. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate this opportunity to visit with you while we do this, because it makes it go by so much faster. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your words of encouragement to me and to each other. Be good to each other and be good to yourselves. Peace out. Tomorrow's another day.